everyone who, if you're like me and a procrastinator, um, or Jocelyn just very busy because the girl is killing it in the game and has just a lot of stuff. Be like Jocelyn, be busy, not a procrastinator.
Well,
Like me.
you can
Um,
be both because that's exactly what I am. All right, don't get it twisted. Okay.
we are using this time to work on our current works in progress. So if you are a artist, a writer, a creator, or you just want to watch us be silly as we try to get our work done, um, join us. Let us know in the chat. Antonio Washington, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are working on it no words, people, or I know how to speak. If you are working on anything during this time, please let us know. And I have rules. You must have something to drink. You must have you must have coffee. You must have two drinks. Something that tastes good and something to hydrate. You must have your thing in front of you. And if you are an easily distracted person, like I am, like my TV's off because if it's on, you're just gonna watch me watch TV. If you're an easily distracted person, stop whatever's distracting you and come work with us.
You can do it.
We have
Everybody,
faith in you.
you can do it. Or don't and sit here and watch us and feel guilty until you do something. Sometimes that works. So let what the man said in Star Wars. Let the hate fuel you. You know, you can do that too.
Okay. Oh, and for anyone who is watching, I am currently working on the sequel to Ametry's Magic. Um, because I know people are yelling at me at Comic Con. I still love you. You guys give me joy. But multiple people made a mention we're waiting. And I was like, I know. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So it's coming.
It feels so bad when people come up to you in person and they're like, "Where is it? Where? Hello? It's been a year. I saw you last year. It's been a year."
Antonia, thank you. Um, well, thank you for. We will try to have fun. And what's got you in your slump? Maybe you just need to transfer to something new. Sometimes if you're in a slump, moving your brain creatively to another project will help loosen the knots you have in your current one.
Yes, um, I agree. I know sometimes when I feel stagnant, I will do something else that like brings me joy. So I'll sing a lot out loud, or I'll like move my body. Because sometimes like you need to physically jostle stuff in
Mm-hmm.
you to kind of get something going. Even if it's like you got to physically jostle yourself to even get yourself to look at reference to things that could bring you inspiration, to just kind of get your foot lifted to even get to the first step, the first next step, you know.
You disappeared, Jocelyn.
Oh no.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
No, you physically you like weren't on the screen.
I saw no, because oh man, I gotta figure that out because my tablet is like right here,
Ah,
and so I'm turning to like right on it. So I'll work on that.
you make rugs?
That's cool.
That's so cool.
Oh,
I saw this rug that I wanted to get for my brother one year, and it cost $800, but it was like a full size Pokemon Blue, like the original Pokemon Blue from like when we were kids. um, Game Boy Color cartridge,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like 6 foot long. And I was like, this is a perfect rug for my brother. And it was $600. And I understood why it was $600. That did not mean I could afford $600.
Fair enough. Man, that's a lot of stuff. I mean, I feel like I know a big part of being in slumps sometimes is that you're being too hard on yourself. Like you're just beating yourself up for not doing stuff that you like, for a long time. So if you're interested in getting back into any of this stuff, maybe try giving yourself a lot. You need to give yourself a lot of grace. You know, I don't know if you struggle with that or not, but give yourself grace if you do.
And if you like have spent a lot of time creating for other people, maybe stop creating for other people and just create for yourself.
Yeah.
Like don't even worry about um oh, I did not want that. Don't even worry about like what other people think. Like don't even worry about like I have a couple of short stories that will never see the light of day. Um as far as I know right now, only because they were my slump thing. They were something I wrote specifically for me that I go back and reread and be like, "Oh my god, I forgot I wrote that like 10 years ago or 5 years ago or a year ago." And I have no intention of ever sharing it with anyone. Um but it's like something I wrote for me because I like to write.
Mhm.
Versus I need to get this book done, which I love this book. Don't ever get me wrong. Amadou's Magic is my baby. Um, but it was for me, not for anyone else.
I'm so upset I can't live stream to Facebook right now.
Wow. Oh, I mean, you can always like go to my page and share it to yours
That's true. Let me go ahead and do that.
because then you're not live streaming, you're sharing my live stream.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Do you have a writing goal, like a writing benchmark you're trying to get to, or you just kind of writing until you can't?
um, That is a very good question.
Mhm.
I think I sorry, my Grammarly thing won't go away. Um, I'm trying not to edit as I write right now, and it won't like the little help thingy won't go away. Okay, turn it off. Um, I should have a goal. That's also normally one of my rules. Like, what is the goal for trying to get through this? Um,
It's easy to forget. I forget all the time. Like you got it's a thing you got to ask yourself a lot to remind yourself. Like, yeah, let me set a goal for this, so I don't get lost in the sauce.
I want to say 5,000 words, but I think that's a lot to try and get through tonight because I'm not sure if I'm going to be consistently typing or writing.
Okay.
I think I'll just write until I feel like good.
Okay. Sound good to me.
What about you?
Um, mm, I'm gonna aim for like, I don't know, 6 pages and see how I do. Just kind of working on them all at once, and then if I get to like just some other illustrations, I'll put those up too.
Now, throw on some calming background music.
Okay.
We have another viewer. Hi, and welcome to our Write With Us, Create With Us, Watch Us session. We are both working on some works in progress. Um, and I guess I don't know how often. I feel like whenever I try to put anything on a schedule, like this, like going live, it becomes more of a job than fun.
Yeah.
But like, part of me feels like we should definitely like do this again. I just know if I schedule it ahead of time, it's gonna be like versus yay.
I know I have a friend who I also do work sessions with. And he'll just text me like the night before, like 8 a.m., and I give him a thumbs up or a no. So if it's spur of the moment or like the day before, that works too.
Okay,
Mhm.
I gotta do my Duolingo. It's yelling at me, but I don't want to do it now. So if you are watching, feel free to drop in the comments section what you are working on um, with us. And if you see me making any faces, I act out what I'm typing sometimes.
Oh, that's excellent. That's excellent. I want to see the turmoil. I want to see the active turmoil. I want to see the plot change. I want to see the twist. I couldn't get the word. I want to see the plot twist. Oh my God. Yes.
Have a good night.
Bye. Let me go put my phone on the charger real quick.
Okay.
Together we can.
Are you playing that song?
No, I'm singing it.
I'm saying like I was like I didn't hear. I was like, how did I not hear the music, but I hear her?
No, I just started singing it.
Okay.
Let me pull up the music real quick.
Like, what's the rule of like playing Spotify over Twitch? Like, is that like against the rules?
I have no idea. I'm just about to go on YouTube and put some on.
Like, y'all not ready for my playlist. Jocelyn got a little taste of it today. It's very weird and random, but
I mean,
also modern.
don't get me started. I just like I said, I will play metal. That's what you get. So can you hear it?
Uh-uh.
What? How about now? Does that make a difference?
I guess it doesn't like me.
Can you still not hear anything?
Mm-mm.
Ugh.
It's okay.
Walking in space, say you know you married, do you think we out of?
Oh, send me a private chat with the link. I'll see if I can play it.
Okay.
I gotta let the hair go back to so like I am wearing a shirt.
You said, can I hear it?
Yeah.
Barely. It's very low.
Now?
I'm still very low. I wonder. Let me see. Let me try something. I want to see if I share the YouTube link, like share the screen.
Oh.
Can you hear that?
Oh yeah. Okay, so let's oh, I guess if I hide it, it goes away. What's very interesting about this music is that like it does sound like we're in a room. Because like, it's like you hear like the side chatter and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How do you spell the word?
But tonight got me thinking about it all. If I am the fool or what now? I do not regret with my choices. I'm rather glad. Yeah, I know I can change anything because I can only be me. So how can I be so sure at a crossroads? I'm afraid to. But I can't let fear get the best of me. Someone once said, burn my breath, babe. Who knows what tomorrow holds? Just wanna live my life the way I want. What fills up my soul is passionate music that makes me want to say my story will be starring me just like yours. Who knows when will it end? Why that's most is how you bring joy to life. So can't get my mind out of those memories. Now on turning me from the words that hurt my soul, removing doubts from my mind. Those long days passing by from the door, like late summer, they slowly fade
This music
away.
sounds like
Finding ways through the
Simlish.
favorite tune, play all day with my eyes closed. Those long days passing by from the door, like late summer,
Like, I'm
they
trying to
slowly
honestly think, is
fade
she saying
away.
something?
Finding ways through the
Oh,
favorite tune, filling me
so,
with those
oh, thank
sounds.
you. um, the
Go,
person.
Jocelyn.
And wow.
Where did that go? Why is it on the screen no more? Oh,
This
it's
is
here.
not this
Can
is not
never
Simlish.
smile
The
without
person singing
you
this
gave it
is
to
Japanese, and
Ah.
me.
they're singing in English,
I had a way
and
to tell you
it's kind of
to
funny because
walk
like this singer sings a lot of the
away.
songs from this soundtrack, and
Hmm.
they
The
all kind of sound like
summer
this
keeps
because it's
on
like
tying me, but
I don't
my
even know
soul
how
wants
to
to
articulate
get
this, but it's kind of
free.
like
Let my heart loose from my
she sings English
chains.
lyrics in such a weird cadence that it doesn't.
Seem like English.
Yeah,
Those
yeah,
long days passing
yeah.
by
But
from the door,
she sang
like
English words,
frail
but
snow, they slowly disappear.
that's very
Finding ways
funny.
through the favorite bugs got me imploding, please. Those long days passing by from the door, like frail snow, they slowly disappear. Finding ways through the favorite pranks, filling me with warm embrace. Those long days passing by from the door, like late summer, they slowly fade away. Finding ways through the favorite tune, play all day with my eyes closed. Those long days passing by from the door, like late summer, they slowly fade away. Finding ways through the favorite tune, filling me with those sounds.
I'm working on how you say your name? Mare 2013. Um, I'm working on a single issue comic that I'm trying to have ready by the end of the month. I'll probably share my screen, but and you guys can see. I wonder if I could share more than one screen at a time. No, but that's what I'm working.
But like, if you do share your screen, like we can stop the music because you can explain what you're doing.
Oh, okay.
I'm working on the sequel to one of my books called one of my books called Almatree's Magic. And I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I will have the book out and ready by New York Comic Con in October.
I'll go ahead and share my screen. Are you okay to stop the music?
Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
So this is my Photoshop layout right here. I've got the cover to the book down here. Um, I'm using this for reference so I can remember what my main character looks like all the time. And right now I'm working on this page right here. So like that right here. And I'm going back and forth between all of this stuff. It's just helpful to have it all up all at once. Yep, these are all mine.
She is very talented.
Oh, thank you so much. I'll try a little bit.
Yes, Audrey's Magic is a okay. Brain, turn on. It is a urban fantasy set in Washington D.C. It is about my main character Olivia London, and she is a unbound magical in DC. When the owner of the shop where she works is murdered by a cult, she is thrown into um, the magical coven system that she wants nothing to do with in order to really get behind who was really behind it and why, and then what does it have to do with the past that she cannot remember. It has one more book coming. I don't know. Fingers crossed on that one. Just one more. I'm trying to get everything in one book. When I gave the plot to one of my friends to talk it through, she was just like, that might be too much for one book. And I'm hoping she's wrong because I only really planned this to be a duology. Thank you. Um, um, Jocelyn, can I share real quick?
Yeah.
So for Amatry's Magic, this is like almost a vision board that I have up of like what the world is. Oop, no, that's not what I meant to do. I thought I could rearrange. Can I do it this way? Okay, yeah. Um, this is sort of like the It's based in DC. You have sort of a modern magical element to it, city vibes, and then I thought I had something else, but I don't. So I'm gonna stop, and then I'll come back when I have the other thing ready to go to share. But this is what like I keep up to help me remember um what the story's about. Oh, thesis. I mean,
Congratulations on doing your
congratulations on that.
really hard, and shout out to you.
Yes.
You're doing really hard stuff, and just congratulations. You're in. It's thesis is like the master's program, right?
I thought it was PhD.
PhD.
Because you have to defend your thesis for your doctorate. Master's, I'm wrong.
Gotcha.
Jocelyn, air high five. You were right.
Got it.
Dissertation.
Got it.
Yes. So I have a friend who did her doctorate and she did both because she has her master's and her PhD. And in my mind, she just did them. They were the same thing. I was proud of her both ways.
Your friend is good at school.
Oh my God. She is amazing at school. Like she enjoys it.
Man.
And I'm very happy for her for that.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
You just out here collecting degrees like Pokemon. I love it. Collecting titles, collecting honorifics. I love it.
I love it.
Shout out to you. What are you even doing here?
I mean, this could be their escape.
Fair enough. And I want it to be that. I want it to be that for you if this is what this is for you.
Okay, so I figured out why I didn't have the other thing. It was on another page. But
please send us pictures when you graduate. Oh.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad we're fun.
Yeah.
This is the other page of like ideas. So this is like a potion shop, a gathering, a different type of gathering, and another type of gathering. But this is like the feel that I have for this book. Like it's a modern story, but has like those magic elements to it. So this is what I look at. Granted, I did not draw it like Jocelyn, so props to her. Thank you. I like that mix too. This book was supposed to be out back in February. I'm so sorry to everyone.
It's how these things go sometimes, it's how they go.
Well, so what had happened was, it's a good reason it's not out yet. What had happened was, in my favorite phrase, was the book was basically almost done. And I realized I had ruined my main character's story arc. I had taken away what made her independent magical being, which is a really big part of who she is in the first book. And I had taken that away and just sort of made her a puppet for other people's voices. And I didn't realize it as I was writing it. And I was like getting ready to contact my editor, like, hey, look, I have a book coming to you in a couple weeks. And I reread what I had. And I was just like, wait, she's not thinking for herself in this book. And I don't like that. So then I was like, oh, this is a plot hole. A very big plot hole that I had to fix. So
that's always tough when you realize like critical errors at the end, like at the end.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you. I still tell my mom every time I make a selfie, "Mom, look, hey, look, Mom, I made it."
Aw. As you should.
And just as like an FYI, my camera is here, but the screen you guys are on is over here. So if you see me looking this way, I'm looking at you. This way, I'm looking at myself.
What are you studying?
That was not directed at me, by the way. That was directed at you.
Yeah.
Mayor? History.
Ooh.
Technically, everything's a history book if you try hard enough. It's someone's history. Doesn't necessarily mean it's real history. That worked at, what con was I at? I think GalaxyCon in Richmond. This gentleman had walked by and was like, I only really, no, it wasn't him. It was a lady. She walked by and she was like, I only read biographies. And I was like, everything's a biography if you try hard enough because it's someone's story. And she was like, huh, I'm going to buy your book because of that. And I was like, yes. The history one didn't work. So I tried that on a guy who liked history. It didn't work. But everything is someone's history, regardless if it's true or not. But like, history is a very large topic. What section of history? Oh, okay. See, you just answered it for me.
Focus on military and environmental history and how minorities and indigenous populations are affected by. Shout out to you.
Smart.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You're important. You're doing
very important
things. Oh my god. Wow. You.
Like,
they said, I'm fed up with the way it's going. And so I'm about to do something to change it.
I know my history. Mm-hmm. I'm going to make sure it gets out there.
They said, mm-hmm. They're trying to make America not know stuff about anything. And they said, not over here.
Oh my God, this person's like smart.
Oh my God.
And just me and my lowly bachelor's degree. And cooking.
Man. Yeah. A friend of mine, she just graduated. She got her master's in food studies. And she's trying to do work to help with like food deserts. In like poor and Black communities and just low income communities, all that kind of stuff. And I don't know. I just feel like you guys should team up, figure something out. You know, because
is that to me or to our guest?
To our guest.
Okay, I'm about to say like.
Yes, I agree. Please, I agree. And shout out to you. No, truly, shout out to you for like going on this path of academia where it's nothing but them folk in there who think they're doing stuff to like make change and be influential, but they gatekeep knowledge, and then like all this is terrible. So please, we need you. Keep going, don't stop. All right, we'll be here going live. We will give you encouragement if you feel low. I'm good for it. Okay, just keep going and do it. I believe in you. I'll tell man. Yeah, my friend who I was just talking about, who got her master's in food studies, the stories that she's got for just the people in her cohort in her program is crazy. It's crazy. So this is tough. It's tough. Are you like, are you? I'm assuming you're Black. Is that a correct assumption?
Or POC.
or POC.
And if you're not comfortable telling us, you don't have to.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine too. I forgot my point. I was I was asking for a reason, but I forgot it. Yes. Oh wow, fabulous. Fabulous.
I'm very excited to see like what
Can you
character.
tag us in your graduation pics when you graduate with your master's? Like go live, have somebody in your family go live and tag us in it so we can be cheering right along with them.
Yes. We know her.
Yeah, I remember my question. My question was going to be, are you like, how many people of color are in your cohort with you versus non-people of color? If you feel comfortable answering. If not, that's okay too.
It's a hot topic. So I'm guessing the answer is small.
Yeah, you don't have to give an exact number if you want to, but I only asked only because I based on what I understand of how these kind of programs work, I have an idea of what you're up against, aside from what you've already spoke about. So it's tough tinkies, and people of color be up in high academia fighting that good fight. Is hard.
I realize sometimes I'm a very redundant writer.
What do you mean?
I say the same line in 3 different ways in one paragraph. And I don't catch it until I go back.
That's interesting. That sounds like it's a key thing that you
Yeah.
just need to communicate. You know.
But like it's not done well. So it needs to go.
Well, I mean, but that's okay. I mean, but what it to me, what it sounds like is like if you're communicating the same idea 3 times, it's a key thing that you really just want to make sure it's communicated clearly. So it's interesting to catch. So
Holy cool. Snaps and claps. Snaps and claps.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Like that's what I'm saying. Just fighting this good dumb fight because it literally is like you guys are dumb for not seeing anyone else. Put these people in this program. Like you all are the dumb oh my god, gatekeepers. Like please stop being dum dums and put the people who need to be in the program in there. That's right. That's exactly right. That's why we need people. That's why we need y'all up in there. That's why we need you up in academia because I feel like if you're in there and you're doing the work that you're doing alongside the kind of people you're doing it alongside, like you have no choice but to be emboldened. You know, like you're doing good work, like because you have to, and also you know that you're there to do good and impactful work. A lot of people, especially like non-POC people who be in high academia like this, they think that they're doing stuff. They think that they're in the program to do good, but they're not. They're just not because they don't. They just don't. like they think they're being impactful, but they did not. So just like, yeah, your work would show for itself that like you really can't hold a candle to what I got going on. So I don't know. I'm just proud of you.
Hmm.
A revisionist? Ugh, what? That's a crazy thing to say. That is a crazy thing to say. That's crazy. No, because what is even like what's happening right now in America with our history? What is happening right now? What has happened since the start of America? Like they're out of control. I would cuss the people out.
Not on this live, you will not.
No, of course not. But I'm just saying, like, hey, makes sense. That's crazy. That to be called a revisionist would send me into a tailspin so fast. I'd be like, whoa, wow. I feel like you should get a pin made. You should get a pin made that says revisionist right here.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, just say a revisionist with like a feather quill, you know, on it. I'll design one. Make a revisionist pin or a revisionist sticker. Oh my god! You when you graduate, you should get a stole made that says revisionist on it. I will do it. Just wait. You think I'm playing? I will make a sticker. Because you need it. I need you to wear it so you can piss some people off in your program. Oh, it was good to talk to you too. Good luck with your program.
Good luck. Let's throw some music back on.
Okay. I will go ahead and share this again. I'm totally gonna make the sticker, and I'm gonna send it to them. I'm very excited. Oh, wow. Question: that link that you sent me to get on the live, can I share that link so other people can like hop in the chat, or is that something else? Like, is that link you sent me just for me?
Yeah, but like, what do you mean? Like,
Like if I want to post on Facebook, hey, I'm on a live right now. Here's the link to hop in.
oh no, the link I sent you on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no, don't send that. Don't share that one.
Okay, just making sure.
Because then that brings them through the back entrance, this entrance.
Oh, okay, got it.
So, just if you share my Facebook post or like your YouTube post to your Facebook or something like that, your YouTube link. I think it's different on every single one.
Okay, I see.
Never going to give
You.
What happened?
I saw this post because I was going to see if it was like on my Facebook. And it said opposite words, always coming from take me down. And I was like, those aren't opposites of each other. And then it hit me that I had to say the opposites of those words. And so always, never, coming, going, from, to, say, give, be, you, down, up. Never gonna give you up.
Never fails. Never fails.
Got Rick rolled.
I thought it would let me do a post.
Huh?
I thought that, okay, it did. Okay, all right. I shared the post from your Facebook, and I thought it was gonna do a thing where like I put text to the post, but it just shared it, and so I shared it twice.
Okay.
Which that's fine. That is fine.
soul wants to be free. Come save me from this misery. Time flies, but it's oh so hard to let go. Each moment so precious and frail like the snow. I close my eyes for a peace of mind. Let me live in this heavenly bliss. Time flies, but it's oh so hard to let go. Each moment so precious and frail like the snow. The pain ends when I'm with my friends. You warm my heart with your gentle embrace. Time flies, but it's oh so hard to let go. Like the summertime, it slowly comes and it goes. I ease the blues with my favorite tunes. I play all day with my eyes closed. Time flies, but it's oh so hard to let go. Like summertime, it slowly comes and it goes. I ease the blues with my favorite tunes. You raise me up with those heavenly sounds. With those heavenly sounds.
Oh, Grammarly's back. Go away.
Ooh,
Grammarly. I am trying to. I don't want to edit as I'm writing, and so I need to hide all the like grammar issues.
gotcha.
Where have you been? Been searching all alone, embracing twilight on and on, without a clue, without a sign, without grasping it. The real question to be asked: where have I been?
I'm still laughing about how you English.
Lost my strength, hiding both
No,
ways
because
and
I
both.
really want you to hear some of the other songs that she sings on this soundtrack.
What should you do?
Because
What
it
answer
doesn't sound.
receive?
She's a good singer,
Please don't
but
take off my
those
mask.
sounds, like those songs, I remember when I first heard them, I was like, I don't know what is going on. Like, how is she singing? What is she saying?
Moments are gone, nothing left to be found. A mirror right in front of me, that's where I find an empty glass, reflecting the sad truth. It's telling words not to be told. I need the mask. I'm a shapeshifter. I pose masquerade, hiding both face and mind. All free for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter, straight down to my core. Please don't take off my mask. A place to hide.
So I don't know if I told you the story, but uh, David Crownson, he writes uh, Harriet Tubman. He writes a comic called Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer,
How to
Hmm.
and I met him in February, and he was telling us about an experience he had where he was selling his comic at some show. this white person that came to the table, just kind of looked at everything that he had and was like, yeah, yeah, I like this. I really liked how she didn't give up her seat. Like I really liked how she didn't give up her seat on the bus.
No, 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 no. Harry, it took me a moment. I was like, what do you mean give her seat? That was. She thought Harriet Tubman was Rosa Parks.
I really like
Just
how
keep your
she
mouth shut. If you're not sure, just don't speak.
he was entirely sure. He said it with his chest, like he was just, I really like when she did that.
Like there's sometimes there is understood ignorance in the sense of if you've never been exposed to it, you wouldn't know.
Yeah,
But when you are exposed to it, you're supposed to do better. Like I have a friend who did not know what BlurredCon was
yeah,
because she never heard the word blurred before.
yeah.
And so when I explained it, she was like, "Oh," and she was like, "I apologize for my ignorance." I was like, "If you didn't know, you wouldn't know, but
Yeah.
now you do, so do better." Like basically, like you can't make this mistake again. But I'll give you that because one, you're not from this area. You're from a PWI predominantly um, area, so you would not. If you're not exposed to it, you wouldn't know about it, type thing. But this is history. This is literally American history. Oh my god. Oh my god.
And I feel like I have to tell everybody that story now. It's not even my story, but I feel like the whole world needs to know that happened.
I can't. Oh, I can't. Let me close my window before like people can look in on the street. one thing with Remarkable is like it's shown me that my handwriting is atrocious and it doesn't always catch my what I'm trying to say. So sometimes I can't remember exactly what I said after I transferred it to my computer. I have to like go back to Remarkable and like read what I wrote. So I'm like, I don't know what I was trying to say here because I don't know how they.
That's so frustrating when I have this. I'm like, yo, what was I even talking about? And then who wrote it? Yo, was that me? What? It's so crazy, especially when you know you just wrote down a good idea, but then you go back to it like a week later and it's like, oh man. Have you ever played Persona 5?
Nope. What is it?
Persona 5 is an RPG. It came out in 2017. It's basically an anime that's an RPG.
Okay.
And it's got kind of like 2 phases to it. Well, not phases, but I'll say phases. That's the best word I got. Like, there's a day-to-day slice of life part of the game, and then there's another side of it where you're fighting monsters in the Shadow Realm, essentially. And it's the premise of the game is very interesting. Essentially, people's hearts are corrupted, and the Phantom Thieves are able to go into people's hearts, into their corrupted hearts, and correct their corrupted hearts. And so people's corrupted hearts turn into distortions in their internal worlds that the Phantom Thieves can go inside and like do stuff about. And usually the people with these like super corrupt hearts are like the ones doing the most kind of dastardly things in the world. So like corrupt politicians or like mobsters or sexual predators, that kind of thing. In the game, you know, their villains can get very intense. Like the first villain in the game is very intense. He's like the tutorial villain, but he's he's really hardcore. But it's a lot of fun. Like you play the game, and it's like playing through a very good anime. Like you know, it's got all the makings of a good anime. You know, it's got good action. The designs of everything look really, really cool. It's got a beach scene. You know, like every anime has a beach episode. And the story is really good. The story is just really, really good. It's a long game. It's a big game. But to me, it's worth the investment. So if you like anime and you like RPGs, it's a great game.
I will keep it in mind.
Yes. Also, the soundtrack slaps. You won't hear that Japanese lady singing English that sounds like Simlish, and it's really great.
Okay. And I was acting out a scene, and I had her like close her eyes and let out her magic, try and feel.
What does it look like? What are the? I want to see you act it out. What's
Okay, so she's like standing in the room, and she has to like find something with her magic, and so she is. And then like the looking for the magic part is like almost like using her brain and also her magic, like letting it fill the room and finding what's odd, so she can be like, "There it is."
so is it like so she's using her magic to like catch a bad vibe?
To find something hidden
Oh, okay.
that only she can find, because she, for a reason I can't say yet, because you got to read the book.
Spoilers.
Oh, remember that
Yes.
book I told you, the one that I couldn't remember the name of yesterday, and then I showed you today when you were here earlier?
Yeah.
He just popped up again on my Instagram. I've been trying to find this dude forever.
The person who wrote
Yeah.
that book? Oh wow.
Apparently he's doing another Kickstarter, because like I guess however many he bought sold out, so he's doing a Kickstarter to do more, and he's like announcing that it's coming.
Wow.
That's a thought.
Good for him.
And he's adding 52 more pages.
Oh wow. What kind of book is it? I mean, I looked at it. So he's the artist of that book. He drew it.
It's I actually don't. I just like the art. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
But he has like a unique art style.
Mm-hmm. The book looked really cool. When you showed it to me.
Shout out to that artist. His name is Mike, I think.
Okay. Where did you meet him?
I really, really, really want to say a Baltimore Comic-Con, but I can't remember which one.
How do you generally do at Baltimore Comic-Con when you go?
I do good, but I'll say this: Baltimore Comic-Con will always hold a special place in my heart, because it was my first Comic-Con convention like I ever went to as an author.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like the first two I went to were on the same scale as like almost Awesome Con.
Mm-hmm.
And then like COVID hit, and then I feel like it hasn't recovered back to the numbers it used to be. Now, last year it was getting closer.
Okay.
So I feel like maybe this year it would be better again, because it's building back up.
Mm-hmm.
But also I feel like Baltimore Comic-Con should not be a 3-day con. I think it should only be a 2-day con.
That's interesting.
Because Fridays at Baltimore Comic-Con make me want to cry sometimes.
I mean, I can imagine. Don't nobody want to come out to Baltimore on a Friday after they get off of work?
Yeah.
Don't nobody want to cross the bridge.
So, Fridays make me want to cry sometimes. But like, it's still a good con. It's just it has to get back to where it was. Mm-hmm. And I think this year going back to September also works. It used to be in September, and they went to October. And I feel like ever since they went to October, it went like downhill a little bit.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I have to go do a potty break.
Okay.
I'm getting some more coffee. I will be right back.
Okay.
Whenever I'm streaming with somebody and I get more coffee, I always have the urge to ask the other person if they want more coffee also.
So I took a step when you said you were getting more coffee. Oh, that's lightning.
Yeah, I was looking and I saw. I was like,
So like I kept seeing something out of the corner of my eye, and I thought it was on the screen. I was like, what is going on?
I did too. I was like, ooh, I guess that's what I'm trying to get at you
Yes, it is.
in a minute. Mm-hmm.
I just have to say, I'm so happy that I know how close we are in proximity to each other geographically. Because I'm gonna be honest, it always annoyed me that like Rod and Jordan were like down the street from each other, and I was like, I'm so far. But now you're basically down the street from me.
Yeah, we're not far. I mean, they're what in Baltimore?
Yeah,
It's so far away.
it is, and I'm just like, no, I'm not coming to hang with you guys. I mean, I'm not invited.
Maybe
I'm so far.
Once every 3 months, maybe. Gotta have this. You know what? If there's a promise of food, I'll come. As long as I will make the trip. And if there's a promise of food, especially if it's good food, I'll make the trip. But it frustrates me so bad because no matter what I do, a trip to Baltimore is never less than an hour away. And I don't like that.
Oh my god, a trip to Baltimore.
I don't like it.
No matter which way I go, it's just there's never easy.
I don't understand. Like I could handle it if it was 45 minutes. If it was 45 minutes, that'd be doable. Even 50 minutes. No, I could handle it maybe if it was 50 minutes. But it's almost always a solid hour. And I'm like,
and that's just to get to the harbor.
Yeah, who knows where they live? Okay, who knows how deep into Baltimore they stay at?
I remember one time after one of the Baltimore Comic Cons, and they were like, "Let's go out to eat," and they were like, "I picked this place that was on the other side of Baltimore because it was closer to them," and I was like, "I'm not going there." I was like, "Y'all can go out and eat." Like I was like, literally, don't feel bad. Y'all can go out and eat. But what I'm not about to do is drive across the city and then have to drive all the way back to go home. That is not happening.
No, because at that point you got to spend the night. And then you got to spend the night.
I was like, that's one thing I'm not doing is I'm not driving across the city and then having to drive all the way back to go home after a weekend of cons. Nah.
No, I agree. Like going to conventions in Baltimore was always stressful. It's like nobody wants to drive back and forth to Baltimore every day. And then getting a hotel in Baltimore is not a fun experience either. Like, it's not good. Like, I don't like driving there. My folks don't like taking me there to drop me off and pick me up. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
Are you going this year?
To what?
Baltimore Comic Con.
Baltimore Comic Con.
No, okay.
No, I'm not doing anything that weekend as of right now. I wanted to see if I could try to go to Lightbox Expo. I don't have a table there, but it's a good like artist convention and it's good for networking. And I've been there before and I really like it.
Where is it?
So I wanted to. It's in Pasadena,
California.
California. Yeah.
What if you're just globetrotting?
I try to get out there when I can, when I can. And as of right now, I'm not going because I don't think I can manage just a trip to California alongside all the other trips I'm doing in the next couple of months. So, if I can manage it, if DreamCon and Black Label Comic Con and Dragon Con go good, maybe I can manage it. We'll see.
Those are going to be amazing conventions for you.
I'm excited.
Like one of my characterometry,
Mm-hmm.
no matter how many times I write it correctly on the Remarkable tablet, it comes up on here as space men space tree. They'll never
tree.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I wanted to tell you, TikTok won't let me follow you. It won't let me follow you back. I've been trying to follow you back ever since you added me on TikTok a long time ago, and it won't let me do it. I've been trying. I don't know. Something is wrong with TikTok.
I thought you did follow me.
Oh, I am? Okay. Well, good. Because it shows up, because like every time I try to follow people on TikTok, it shows me that I'm not. And so I'm never sure if I'm actually following people or not.
How do I use TikTok again? There we go. Nope, that's not how I need to. How? I don't know how to use TikTok. I'm that old! Oh, maybe you don't follow me. Girl, how do you survive with this many? How are you following that many? Girl, how do you? At that point, you're just following all this.
I'm. Oh, hold on. Yeah. I have been tasked to walk the dog. I will be back in about 15 minutes. Is that okay?
That is cool. Wait, I'm sorry. What? It's raining.
Oh, is it raining? Well, I see the lightning flashing. I don't know if it's raining yet.
Oh, it's raining where I am.
Okay. I'm gonna see if it's actually raining. If it is, we'll keep her close in the backyard so she can do her business. But either way, I'll be back in like 15 minutes.
Okay.
All right.
So we still have like one person watching. So like, stop by, say hi. We already stopped by. Let us know in the chat. Say something. Hi, Prince of the Universe. Are you just like hanging out, or are you writing or working or drawing or something creating? The thinking phase is always a fun phase. It's part of the planning stage because you don't know what to write down if you don't think about it. I see your little head popping up.
Hi, Prince of the Universe. Yeah, I changed my mind because it's very scary outside.
Yes, that's why when it hit me what you said, I was like, "What? Does your family not love you?"
Yeah, it's not like pouring down, but the lightning is very bright and it's very
Yes.
close. And so I was like, you know what? I'll just wait. I'll just wait to walk this off. She peed, and it's great. She can poop later.
Man, I'm gonna be super honest. I don't even think the dog. Like my brother just let out his dog, and then like immediately brought him back in. Like went to the bathroom and came immediately back.
Prince of the Universe, what are you working on that you're in the thinking phase of? What do you got in the works? Nice.
Very nice. That's a really good skill to have.
Yeah.
Because I can't write comic scripts.
I'm working
And I can't draw either.
That's okay. I'm working on a single issue comic right now, and I'm not necessarily a writer first. So I'm drawing it first, and I'm gonna add the dialogue later. I know that's not necessarily the smart way to do it, but that's the way my brain can think about it. It's like if I do it art first, and then oh my god, sorry, there was a huge strike of lightning outside. It looked like just a bright, clear, crisp line that just cut across the sky. But anyway, shout out to you for writing comic scripts. It's tough stuff. How far have you gotten so far? How much progress do you think you've made? I guess that's a question for both of y'all. That's very interesting.
That is. I don't know if I've ever heard that take, but it's a very unique take because I feel like my issue is always trying to find a title to go with the work that I created. I've never heard of like.
Hello, Blueberry Bean 245.
Hello. But Prince of the Universe, that is a very interesting take.
Yeah, I feel like when I'm making pieces, I feel like I have the feeling of them, like the feeling I want to portray with them first before I even know what I'm gonna draw. Like I very much like to draw from mood first. So I can understand like having a title, which is kind of like just having a theme and then making sure that I kind of like that. It's like your North Star, have a come back to. That's dope.
Oh, cool.
I'm jealous. Oh man. Like take headphones, but then like pick a genre. So like headphones and then maybe like horror or headphones comedy. You know, and then see what comes up. Fantasy?
Okay, so how about like you're at home and a pair of magical headphones appear in front of you that allow you to listen to whatever you want. What are you listening to?
Ooh, I just had to add on to that idea.
Mm-hmm.
What if the magical headphones? You can listen to any song, but you know, any song made in any time period that you're able to listen to. But the headphones allow you to transport to the time that it was made.
No, I don't need to go back in the past. But like, okay, do that with songs and movies and like a fantasy. Like you're listening to the, like you're watching a movie with the headphones and like you're transported in the movie.
Ooh, I like that. Like you put on the magical headphones, you put them on, and then you hear voices, maybe from another dimension, and then they allow you to go there.
You hear the plot of a murder, and now you have to figure out who's gonna get murdered, who's doing the murdering, and how are you gonna stop them from another dimension.
That's crazy. That is crazy. That's like a headphones whodunit. I like that. I like that. Nuh-uh. You better cut that indecisive brain in half and pick one.
Audio whodunit, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you can make it into an audio drama. So we're listening to the headphones about this headphone story. What? Brain blast.
Gang, 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 gang.
I love audio dramas. I have gotten into listening to them a lot more on Spotify. There's one company called Q Code, I think it is. Theirs are so good. Like I'm listening, there was one where it was like they were out at sea trying to find a missing plane from a billionaire. But like there's like a fantasy element thrown in there that's just like very much middle of the sea who done it, and then like it turns into it goes super left. And then I'm listening to another one called Evergreen by them, and it's like these people are like the last people alive in a biodome. How do they survive?
Oh wow. Wow. Audio dramas are the best to listen to. I know my dad, he listens to audio dramas and murder mysteries and stuff. When he's driving, they're good to keep you awake if you're
They are
long distances. Yeah, man. You got it. I want a paragraph for any of these prompts we came up with.
Let's go.
Get
You
to
got
it.
All right, I'm gonna put my timer on. Blueberry bean 245.
Got it.
Putting my timer on for 10 minutes. I'm giving you a quick prompt. 10 minutes. Where's my stop? Where's my timer?
Go ahead, prep that Word document. Go ahead, get active.
Ready? Set. Right. You got 10 minutes, people. 10 minutes. Let's go. Write something. And then when it goes off, I want it in here. And like, I'm so serious. The timer is going, like, it's the wrong way. My camera's here.
Not a
The timer's
game.
going down.
Not a game.
You guys are over here.
10 minutes is when that 10 minutes is a show and prove. We believe in you. You can do it.
Is my handwriting so bad that known, the way I wrote known came up as LEMWN from remarkable to my thing? Oh, my handwriting is awful.
They said, we don't know what you were intending here. Maybe it's another language. Sounds like English.
So I just wrote as he reached for the handle and pulled the handle.
Oh. But it's written down before 2 minutes ago. It wasn't even on the paper, but it's on the paper now. Look at that. Incredible.
For anyone else who is also watching, it says we have 4 viewers. Use this time. You've got 7 minutes and 48 seconds to write a quick little paragraph story. Let's go.
I think so. I think you can share this in the chat.
Yes. I can't always promise I'm going to open them, but yes.
Very cool.
Interesting. So like my chat overlay won't work on the screen. So let me see if I go to Twitch and it comes up. Welcome back, Mare.
Hey.
Well, you came back. There is 4 minutes and 3 seconds left in a writing prompt session. Feel free to join.
After 4 minutes, it's not the end of the stream. Just to clarify. Just the end of this writing prompt.
Yeah. Or writing sprint, I should say.
Yeah, writing sprint. I am not writing, I am drawing right now. Also, welcome Saladius. I hope that's how I say it. If it is, your username's cool.
Jocelyn is working on a single issue comic. Single print or single issue?
Single issue.
Single issue comic. And I am working on the sequel to my book. Oh, he said you pronounced it correctly.
Nice. Shout out to you, Saladius.
I am currently working on the sequel to my next book. Or a sequel to my last book. Time's up.
Right.
Are we gonna get a paragraph or something in the chat?
I want to see it. I want to hear about it.
Blueberry Bean 245. I'm looking at you. Boy. Boy.
Wait. Nice. Very good.
Would you guys like another prompt?
Very cool. It is a good start. I just read it. I'm excited. I hope you finish it, or at least make progress on it, even if you don't finish it. Thank you. Persona 5 music is the best. If you haven't played Persona 5 and you like anime and RPGs, you should play it. Highly recommend. If you do choose to play it, I recommend Persona 5 Royal. It is like an updated version of the original game with like more content that kind of completes and fills out the original story. It's not necessary, it wasn't necessary for the studio to make it, but they made it anyway. It's kind of like Into the Spider-Verse, how it was already really, really good. And then Across the Spider-Verse came out, and somehow they made it just as good in a lot of places. All surprise follows. Uh-oh. Love it. Love it. But yeah, it was like Across the Spider-Verse came out, and it was somehow even better in a lot of ways. Persona 5 Royal is like that. So, I recommend you get into it. Got a starting point. It's definitely tough sometimes to start from zero. So shout out to you for even making a little bit of progress.
Yes, you always have to start somewhere. And it's the hardest part of a page to like look at is when it's blank, when there's nothing on it, because then like your brain is like, where do I even start with the first word.
Yep.
And then just build from there. And if you don't like it, you can edit it, but at least you started something, at least you wrote something.
Yep. That's an admirable, that's a super doable goal. Like, if you can do what you did here, set a timer for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and get it going, because a lot of times you can just get yourself started, and let yourself be in it, you'll be in it. And a short story can turn into, a full-length story. Who knows?
So apparently I write my T's like B's sometimes. And so I wrote history. It came up as his boy. I don't know how.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
I write my T's, and My and signs the same way. So I can't imagine what that would look like in your software. If I was writing, how it would show up. How cool. Yeah, I just read it. That's dope. Keep going. I'm excited to see your stack of short stories.
And honestly, a lot of people love short stories because it gives you a window into a world without the commitment. So like, let me explain. So when I go to conventions and people are like, "Oh, I don't know if I can commit to a series. I don't know if I because when people buy something, a book from us at a con, they're like making a commitment to an author they've never heard of, a story like they're paying for something they're not sure if they're even gonna like. So a lot of times they're like, well, what is the book that I can use to understand who you are as a writer, to get to know you as a writer? And every author has a very different answer because it all depends. For me, it's my one standalone because it's like you get a complete story. So your commitment is only this $115 thing. Because sometimes, and I fall into this trap a lot of times when it came to like fan fictions, it's like you would fall in love with the story idea, but the execution wasn't great. But it's like you were so locked into the story, you're now like hate reading because like you need to know, but you're just like, gosh, can I just run this through Grammarly before I read it? Like, and trust me, I pay for editing, so I am not perfect. Trust me, I am not perfect. But like, or like even just the way someone writes is not the style that you like, and that's fine because not everyone writes for everyone. Like no one's gonna like everything. And so short stories are a great way for people to understand your writing style and get to know you as a writer without feeling like they committed to a 17 story series. Because there is one series I know that has like 17 books in it, and I stopped at book 5, so I was like, I can't do this anymore.
17 books.
Yeah. And I was like, I can't do this anymore. I cannot read anymore in this universe. And I'm not, the thing is, you think I'm exaggerating, but I'm not. There's 17 books in that series. We will be here.
We will be here. I'm adding an image of a British general, and his official portrait literally has a thick bulge bigger than his arms.
That's not vision.
Diapers.
But I like short stories. If I ever wanted to actually let people see the craziness in my head, I would find all my short stories that are like just basically they're story ideas that have nothing more past that one chapter, and let them like get an idea.
doing? What do you want? Want to be up here? Come on.
Are you talking to your dog?
Yes. She's barking at me because she's like, you're not paying me attention. I said, okay. So I turn around, and then she looked like she wanted me to pick her up. She picked her up, and then she rolled back and opened up her stomach. I'm like, okay, do you want to get up or you want stomach pets? She don't know. I cut the portrait off at his belt. Doing God's work. Very good. Very good. Hashtag revisionist. Love it. What's up? No, it's getting late. Yawns won't stop us. Whoa. Yawns won't stop us.
Oh crap! Like I know I'm like live. You know, sometimes in your head you're just like, oh, they're not gonna see that because like in my head it's like a behind. It's like a brain, like inside thought.
I mean, I'm no better. My yawns are very obnoxious. So.
Oh my god, was my mouth open? Did that cover my mouth at least? I totally didn't.
I don't know. I didn't see it, but I hope it was. I hope your mouth was wide open. It was very big. I hope it was right at the camera. I hope it was all of that stuff.
I don't. I have to stop reading that word because when you see it, your brain's like, do it.
You scream yawn. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with this blueberry bean. 245. And get some good sleep. Yeah, my yawns are very obnoxious. Night night. In my mouth, it's wide open. Beetlejuice, the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That big old demon. Or when they contort their face. That's how I look when I yawn. Very much classic. Very true. You just now seeing their comments.
Because it's on a separate screen than the one I'm typing on.
Oh, okay.
So like my Scrin River. Someone taught me how to say it correctly and actually explained to me what that job was, and I totally forgot what it was. But that's here, and so I moved you guys here.
Okay. What is that? What is that?
Scrivener.
Is that the program you're working in?
Yeah, it's a writing software.
Okay. All right. The word sounded made up, and it was
Scrivener. No, it's not made up. It was an actual. Well, technically, all words are made up,
yeah,
but Scrivener was a actual job from like. He explained it to me, and I Googled it, and I was like, you're not like mansplaining. You're actually correct. Because I didn't know what it was. I thought he was totally like just trying to like look like he was smart. And like, no, because I was like he was asking what did I use for my writing, and I was like, Scrivener? And he was like, a Scrivener. Scrivener. I don't know. So they were people who could read and write, who wrote letters as well as court and legal documents for people who couldn't.
That's cool.
Scrivener.
Very interesting.
Professional. So now they're basically. Oh wait, no, not for people who couldn't. That I just made up. I'm so sorry. I don't know why my brain said that. But it's basically a professional or public copyist or writer of official formal documents.
Wow.
I think in like the ancient times it was because other people couldn't, but now I think it's just someone who. Yeah. Okay. So it's One thing is that my law questions. I don't know if that's a real site or not. Historically, a scrivener was someone who had the ability to read and write, and therefore could be involved in record keeping.
Very cool.
Yes.
Real revisionists. They was the ones who were smart enough to write.
Record everything.
Yep. The OG revisionists.
Because like I don't know what it was, something I was listening to, and there was like this guy, there's no record of this man ever saying that. He never said that. I was like, well, how do you know what someone said? Like unless there was someone like literally behind them. um like 24/7, how do you like there's no way to record every single thing a person said.
Yeah. That's a very true fact. Like, how do you know he said it? Well, I mean,
So how do you know he didn't say it?
right.
Like, how do you know just because you weren't there, it didn't happen?
What you want, puppy? She's not a puppy. She's in. I have a dog in my lap right now. But she's not a puppy. She's an old lady. She's 13 years old. She's not even our dog. Um, but we're watching her for now.
Holy crap.
What?
Read what Mare just put in the comment.
Let me see.
Oh no.
It's deeply disappointing. And not surprising, but very disappointing. Thank you for that information.
I have so much stuff. Like, that is my backup. Because, like, I have OneDrive, but OneDrive only works on a device that has OneDrive.
Yeah.
So, like, Google Docs is my, like, backup to making sure, like, if my computer crashed, all the final documents of something is, like, saved on Google Drive. So, like, I can get from any.
I wonder if there's an option somewhere, like it could be hidden somewhere in your settings for you to opt out of it. Like a lot of these websites will opt you into AI and won't tell you that you can opt out or that it's even going on until like it's already happening. And then they'll tell you like later that you can opt out. So maybe there's an option somewhere in the settings
Yeah.
where you can opt out of having your data use like that. Probably. Oh my god.
Because like I'm that person who has multiple backups of like everything. I have an external hard drive, but sometimes those get fried. If it gets wet, it's screwed. And then I have OneDrive, but I can only get to OneDrive on certain accounts. Like I tried getting on my personal OneDrive at work one time, and it wouldn't connect.
Wow.
Um, uh,
That's really irritating. What the Did you see Black Mirror, like the most recent season?
I don't watch Black Mirror. I don't like shows that mess with my mind.
Oh man. Okay. Well, if anybody has seen or watches Black Mirror and has watched the most recent season, the first episode is mighty familiar. It's spot on. So that's irritating. Like, what do you do? Like, sue Google? Like, man. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, guys, our lovely viewers, we have hit our 3 hour mark and we're a little tired. So,
Research and development. Google uses your information to improve our services and to develop new products, features, and technologies that benefit our users and the public. For example, we use publicly available information to help train Google's AI models and build products and features like Google Translate, Bard, and Cloud AI capable. Great.
okay, but what's in my Google Drive wouldn't be considered public?
Maybe I wonder if they consider any files that you share with people that you like.
Even that might not be, but that's because I would give that access to everyone. That's not available to the public.
Yeah.
If I gave them access to everyone or gave Google access to it, because like I can share a document with my friend and it still be a private document between the two of us.
Yeah.
Because no one else has access to it but us. I can understand if it's like I share with everyone, like anyone can have access, but only people who have this link or only people who have. Because I mean, like companies use Google, they can't do private stuff. Like if I send a contract to someone and I use like Google Cloud Drive to save something, like they can't use that writing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if a lot. I can't see that being only because I've used Google stuff for like work for my like day job and corporate settings, and if it's like I need someone to fill out like that's opening up a like quagmire for them, because
So did they just update these terms and conditions? Like, did this just happen, or has it like been like this?
if I need someone to like fill out, if I need like to fill out a form, I don't want Google to have access to what people fill out into that form, but like I have to make the form accessible to them. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, we're about to end our stream, so let's end it on a happy note. Jocelyn, were you able to get some stuff accomplished today? I'm gonna move you back.
A little bit. A little bit. I've been very distracted by this dog, so not as much drawing, but I am ordering stickers for DreamCon while we're speaking right now. So that's
Okay.
getting done. So still some progress.
I edited
Stickers. Yes.
I edited. My mouth is not working right now. A couple chapters. I didn't really add any new chapters. I just streamlined the ideas that I had that were based off of the last version and what I had to fix to make it work for this version. So I got 2 of those chapters done.
Nice. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, if anybody's interested, I have a shop. I have an online shop with art prints and play mats and stuff and all that. So if anybody's interested, that exists. And it's
Type it in the chat.
okay. Where is the chat? Hold on.
Oh, or send it to me, and I guess it's weird that you can't see the. Okay, send it to me, and I'll put it in the chat.
Okay.
This is my website. And this is Jocelyn's website. So I don't know when we're going to do this again, but if you follow us both on Twitch, whenever we go live again, you should get announcements or something. If you follow us on social, Instagram or Facebook,
we'll definitely let people know about it when we're about to do it.
We will always post something that says we're about to go live.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you guys for hanging out with us. For those who hung out with us for a couple hours, even if it's 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 2 hours, 3 hours. I almost said 4 hours, but we haven't gotten to 4 hours. If you have been here for 4 hours, raise your hand. But yeah, Jocelyn and I will be back because we both have work to do and we're procrastinators.
We sure are.
We need structure.
Yes. So we'll be around. We'll do this again. Thanks everybody who joined in with us. It was a blasty blast and a half. This was a really good time. I hope you guys got something out of this. Whether it's you wrote something that you didn't write before you joined, that's incredible. Mm-hmm. So shout out to y'all. Y'all get some good sleep too.
Get that good sleep.
Yes.
Bye.
Night, y'all. Mwah.
Procrastination is my modus operandi.
Gang. Yes.
Yes.
For sure. Absolutely.
Bye-bye.